Welcome back to the What the Fumble podcast. Miles here, and damn, Slash definitely didn't see that coming. I know everyone isn't fond of him, but you love to hate him, don't you? Even Justin finds it fun. Who says the domains of dread need to be dreadful when you've got a group of 5 people to laugh with? Or at least 4 people to laugh at me. If you're interested in keeping up with all of the laughs, or in my case, the dread, you can follow us on social media at WTFumblePod on Twitter, on Facebook, and Patreon. Now on to the next episode, which is called Disarmed and Dangerous. Seriously, guys? Episode 9, Disarmed and Dangerous.
You guys want the good news or the bad news?
There's
Just the good news.
Just want
the good news.
So I didn't say which one do you want first. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Listen, anything
Just the good news?
Just good news.
Anything for Slash at this point is good news. Like, let's be honest, I've had the bad news.
Is it though?
Okay.
Why don't we start with the bad
yourself
news?
like 30 seconds in, man?
Man. Start with the bad news is your vote?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's start with the bad news. Just it's like pulling a tooth. I mean, Looster knows what that's about.
You guys know all about some teeth pulling. The bad news is that I maybe misread the stress mechanic a little bit. So everyone's still all stressed out. Isn't that great? Maybe
just
that
in real
was the
life.
good news.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you mean for real or son of a bitch? I'll write that back in.
So the long rest got us literally nothing, as opposed to
Well,
almost
it got
nothing.
you long rested.
God.
Got you long rested.
A spell slot back
There
that
you go.
I used to cure most of a snake man.
You still got the benefits of a long rest, but yeah, in order to fully get rid of a level of stress, basically what you got to do is you got to chill out the day prior to long resting. So you got to get a long rest in, but the day before you do that, you just kind of have to chill out and relax. You have to have a nice, normal day where you don't wake up in a coffin and you don't murder an orderly and you don't get locked up in a cell.
Well, what if that's my happy place?
Well, that's what calms you down. But no, that's how you actually get rid of stress. So that's my bad. Sorry I got your hopes up. Unfortunately,
Fine.
still stressed out / 2 points of stress after your fun little night.
Did I get any benefits of a long rest, or I'm guessing
You
not?
did not.
So
you are not long rested, and you now have 2 points of stress. Mm-hmm. You're down an arm.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just haven't been ruminating the entire week on the subject.
Does that mean he's at 1 hit point?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good question. Am I at? I would imagine.
Oh, that is a good question. Yeah, I mean, they brought you back from, yeah, it sure does. You're at 1 hit point.
All right. Let's see if I can do 14 damage and kill him for
are
real.
at 1 hit point. Here's a few other things you guys notice. I think we'll just get right into it if you guys are ready to go. Because, well, I guess let's do the good news. The good news is actually for me. And it's
Great.
that all of you still have a stress point.
So happy.
that's it?
No, it's the same news.
That's yeah.
It's the same news, just directed towards me.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm not dead. That's good news for me. So
There's
is
that too. You're not dead. There you go.
yeah. See,
There you go.
your
There's
favorite
lots
snake boy
of
is still
good news.
alive.
That's
This is
still
terrible
not good
newspaper.
news.
It's fantastic news.
Oh, it's great news. I'm so happy about it.
So a couple other things you guys all notice when you wake up in the morning. Clearly you notice Slash on the floor missing an arm. You also notice that you don't wake up quite in the exact same positions you fell asleep in, none of you. The lock and the handle to the door seems fixed and secure. The corpse of the orderly that you had in this room with you is not in the room with you. All your weapons are no longer on you. Your bow, that long sword, that big old cudgel, the set of keys that you found off the orderly, all gone. It's all gone, and you are pretty convinced that you are in a different number cell. You're no longer in cell number 1, because that door is fucked.
When it goddamn rains.
So, all that being said, what's going through our minds? What are you thinking? What is the plan for today? How do you guys react to Slash? What's going on?
Oh, man. I guess Tess and Linara were the only ones who actually didn't get immediately knocked out from the gas. So Tess would just look to Linara and... What happened? What went on? All I remember is gas and then some steps.
Gas, sleep, chop, from the looks of it.
Slash is just like curled up in the corner, his face facing the wall, just like fetal position, just groaning.
Tess is going to go over to Slash, and she's going to check on him.
It's come down to this.
That felt gross.
This is the bad news.
This was the real bad news. Since that Tess might be feeling bad for Slash. Slash, you, like when you kind of come to, you realize your fucking arm's been cut off. Like, what is the immediate reaction to that?
The immediate reaction is, I'm useless. Slash, as Tess gets a little bit closer, is just mumbling to himself, I'm not useless. I'm not useless. I'm not useless. He's just rocking subtly against the wall. And I'm sure as Tess would tap his shoulder, he would turn and just be like, I'm still useful. And you can see for the first time an actual sense of emotion on his face. He's sort of bleary-eyed and whatnot. You're not sure if from the pain or from his own emotional turmoil.
Why don't, if you don't mind, give me a quick charisma saving throw.
Oh boy. And I had a -2 because of stress.
Yo,
Oof,
man.
that is an 11.
An 11 is not quite enough. And when you wake up, you have developed basically a new fear. So from here on out, anytime Slash sees basically like someone tied up, you're now like irrationally frightened of being tied up. To the point that like if you saw someone else tied up, you might be making some rolls to not become frightened. But the thought of being tied up, seeing someone tied up, now scares the shit out of you.
Yeah, makes sense.
We're in the perfect place for that. It'll never come up.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh.
Merlin asks Slash if he could tie his shoe for him.
Wow.
They're sandals. They can't be tied.
Exactly. See, thinking ahead.
Still worth asking.
Marinthophobia.
Ah, quick Google. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tess seeing Slash with an emotion on his face, weird. Like as he's turned around, she would retract her hand and just like hold her hands over the area that has been amputated. And as she's going to start checking the, like, is it bandaged? Or is it like an open cauterized wound? What am I looking at?
It's a stump just kind of below the shoulder. It's been cut really high up. They cut right below the shoulder. It's been wrapped up and cauterized as well. It's been like seared.
Gross.
Darn it. I don't want to feel bad about this, Justin.
Oh, this is great. Great to watch.
Lustra would probably get up and finally seeing what the Tess and Slash interaction, take stock and realize he doesn't have his weapons or anything, but then walk over to Slash and be like, you are still useful, strength in numbers. How are you feeling?
Slash just sort of, rolls over, places his back against the wall, and sits, and he looks at the group, and he goes, I feel like I'm a step from death.
And at that point, hearing that, I feel like Lustra would probably cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh.
So
Have you cast Cure Wounds before?
I certainly have on Salash.
On Salash last time too?
When we went down the second time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Slash is getting all the cure wounds.
Man,
I think
a lot of you have a little bit of healing on you. There's a few of you.
Oh,
who
how
can
about
heal.
that? And you heal for 8 points.
8 points. Oh. Getting the magic. Slash glances at his arm, almost expectingly it, hoping it would grow back, and it feels a little bit better, but nope, still gone. He groans, and he looks up at Lustra, and something strange happens. He looks at you, and he just says, "Thank you." And it's probably the most genuine you've ever seen him.
All right, he's a plant. He's a doppelganger. Let's kill him.
Lustra cocks an eyebrow for sure. You're welcome. Kind of starts to shake a bit and realizing the situation he's in. Look, Tess, Merlin, Lenara, all of us. Slash, your losing of an arm, just to address the elephant in the room, wasn't for nothing. What we traded your arm for was more information. And what we need to do is trade up now with the information that we've gained. And that is, what do we want to do next? We know that we have that room with the eye on it. We don't have our weapons. Do we need to defend ourselves? What's the next step? Like, we can't focus on, and Lustra shores himself up again. We can't focus on things that we've lost. We have to keep goal-oriented. So how do we move forward? I think we need to either A, get our weapons, or B, go to that room with the eye.
Yeah, you have no weapons. Different cell, doors fixed in this one. Still haven't checked out the room in the eye, and as you guys start kind of going over your notes and talking about what the next step is, you once again see the ghost of Rudolph Van Richten's son just kind of appear in the room. It materializes out of nowhere and goes to where I think it was Lenara you guys had start writing down essentially the schedule to this place. Like I think you had written down that 6 o'clock is dinner time and whatever other times you had. And young Erasmus, with a piece of spectral chalk, starts filling in the rest of the schedule on the piece of paper for you.
Oh, shit.
He writes 9 a.m. in parentheses, an hour away. So you're an hour away from 9 a.m. It's 8 a.m. It's 9 a.m. breakfast. Noon is yard time. Yard time ends at 6. 6 is dinner time. By 7 o'clock, everyone's kind of eaten and is in their cells. And at 8 o'clock, it's lights out. And he still has a that same panicked, kind of rushed look in his face. You know, already after writing those lines of the schedule out, already his legs are starting to disappear again out of existence. But he kind of digs deep, the hand keeps writing, and he gives you another detail in the time that he has. And also, you know, he sticks around, it's only a few minutes, so I know you guys are all writing down, like physically writing notes as I'm saying that, but if you want to interrupt me, if there's a question that comes to mind, he may or may not have time to write the answer. But while you're thinking about that, he gives you this other detail. He writes, there are 10 places being watched, but I don't know how to tell where they are. I think my dad's cell is one of them. I don't know how it works, but the surveillance system is in the room I drew an eye on. And then he looks at you. At this point, he's disappeared to there's the top part of his torso and his arms and head are left.
Is he alive?
He just nods before he blinks out of existence.
Then there's still hope.
Slash takes his back and sort of works his way up, standing. What I saw in that room. I have met Dr. Heinfroth now. I didn't see him. I only heard. And it was Baker. Or sorry, was it Baker? No, it was
Rayner that was
Rayner.
in the room with you.
And Rayner with his saw and cut arm. And he looks over disgustingly at his shoulder. I was strapped to a table. My arms and legs free, but my head, my torso, everything very, very well restrained. Even magic didn't allow me freedom from those straps, as he thought it necessary to humble me, as if I wasn't humble already by this form that I have taken. But that's how I lost this arm.
Okay, so it didn't work. Great.
I love
That's
Slash. Great. You know what? Take inspiration for even in this moment. Even in this moment, take inspiration.
Yeah.
For sticking to your. I was going to say your guns, but you only have one gun. So sticking to your one gun, the left gun.
Yep.
Turns out the more points of stress he gets, the more insufferable he gets. Let's see 5 stress Slash.
Listen,
Let's go.
he has to double down. That's how he copes, man. He just doubles down on it.
But that is a good point, though, that Heinfroth was not in the room and yet seemed he was communicating with you. So it kind of lets you know that of the 10 places being watched, sounds like that room you were in is probably one of them, because Heinfroth could see, he knew what was up, but he wasn't there.
Does that mean if we go to the eyeball room, we're going to Heinfroth's room?
perhaps.
Oh man, hey, you know what? That's the only thing we have. Let's go.
Honestly, at this point, we're going to that eyeball room whether we like it or not, because if nothing else, if that is the surveillance room, that'll also give us eyes on the rest of the compound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so much more information.
Yep.
Do we still have the jailbreaking gear that Lustra managed to use previously?
What did you have? They haven't left you anything that you could harm anyone with, essentially. What did you use for that? Like rope?
Rope and a mirror.
Rope and
a mirror?
Yeah.
They probably took the rope away, because you usually take rope away from inmates.
Mm-hmm. Do I have my shoelaces and belt?
I think you get to keep your mirror.
Okay.
All the shoelaces are off your shoes.
Damn. All
Your
right.
belts are gone.
Oh no, Lustra's shoes!
The elastic strap. Oh shit!
Oh no, Lustra is mad at that.
Just the
3 more
shoelaces.
points of stress right
Just
now.
the shoelaces. You still have your shoes. They took the laces though.
Your monogrammed shoelaces are gone.
Oh no, Lustra ain't happy about that.
Everything. The little elastic. They're the rubber band strap in your underwear. That's gone too. So you can't fucking Unabomber yourself in this cell.
Okay, so
Our underwire's gone for lockpicks. Son of a bitch.
oh man, so we either have to like force it super hard and get stuff done within an hour, or try to, I don't know, blend in and secret ourselves away during
Common area time?
Yeah, the yard time, like after breakfast.
We've got an hour to plan, then after eating and seeing what's going on. Then we have
Breakfast
3
happens
hours.
at 9. 12 is the yard time.
For stuff taken, I would gather they probably took my arcane focus.
What is it?
It's a wand.
Yeah.
Cool.
So would they?
Would I still have my little rosary on that was dangling from my horn?
Because if that's the case, he might not have been able to cast Cure Wounds.
Is that your arcane focus?
That doesn't need a.
okay.
No, it's just something very important to Lustra, but it's not a focus of any kind.
It's gone.
Rough.
Oh, man.
Any like piercings, anything like that, still around? Jewelry.
Yeah, I would imagine. Cool. So what in particular?
Crappy looking diamond.
A crappy looking diamond?
Yeah.
Worth like how much-ish?
50 gold pieces.
50 gold piece diamond. Where'd you get that?
Industrial. Starting gold, baby.
Starting gold.
I got it from
at the Universal Diamond vendor.
I got it from a crotchety little fire genasi
Okay.
in Waterdeep.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was that? A diamond and water wings. Those are your two items.
That's why I couldn't cure you in the water, because I spent it all on other things.
Okay.
Let's just make this to make it easier. Yeah, you're all down to your underwear.
Oh, damn. Even my chainmail's gone. Ugh.
Oh, your armor definitely your armor.
All right.
So it's my time to shine, is what you're saying. Great. I
man.
love having all the pressure on me. Okay.
I can do that. That's fine. I have all of these.
Awesome. So I guess what's the plan? Do we want to try to do jailbreak 2 door kicky boogaloo the next time breakfast shows up, or do we like wait for? I don't want to wait anymore because.
Well, here's how I see it. I see it that breakfast is clearly just going to be fed to us through a door slot. It's like not we're all going to sit down in a cafeteria or something to eat. So in that respect, I feel like once yard time comes, once again, same thing. They're going to chaperone us to the yard, and then we'll have free reign of the yard. At that point, we might be able to, mingle with the other people here. You know what I mean? Have a little bit more freedom to move. Now, this obviously means entrances and whatnot would likely be guarded, but at least we have more freedom of movement, and we're not inside of a cell.
You do remember too that when you got here yesterday, you got here during yard time and were put in the cell during yard time, and there were still some people down here. So it sounds like not everybody has yard privileges, I guess. So you're not entirely sure whether you have no idea if you're getting yard time at noon or not, but that is kind of it's the asylum yard time is from 12 to 6. But you do remember other people being here during yard time yesterday. Significantly less, like a lot more people showed up at 6, but it didn't sound like they took literally everybody upstairs, though.
Of all the noises and banter and general insanity we heard before the gas set in, are we still hearing those noises now?
Yeah, there's the kind of general noise of people waking up in the morning. Pretty loud, too. It sounds like it's a full house down here right now, an hour before breakfast.
If we hear those noises, are we able to pinpoint particular ones, like just a random example of a noise, chicken noises, or anything we might have heard? Can we figure out which cell we might have been moved to?
Well, that's a good question. Give me a perception. See how you do.
16.
16 is you don't recognize any particular voices, but just based on the directions the noise was coming from yesterday and where it's coming from now, you figure you're somewhere around here. I think it is cell 5 on your map. So you've been moved to cell 5. You're 2 cells down from where you were previously, in a cell that's not all fucked up.
For now. That's it. We only have 10 more cells to go, and then
Oh shoot! And
we go into the next ward, Ward B, and then it's all fucked.
I think we might have. I don't even remember if we talked about it in game. We might have just been texting about it, but we didn't hide the keys in like cut open a segment of wall, put the keys in there, and then mending it up. We didn't do that, right?
No.
I don't believe we did.
I don't remember that happening.
You probably dreamed it. Good dream, but
I thought of that plan during the week. Should have done this.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I don't remember that happening.
Shame. Oh well, that's okay.
Well, we still have a way out. I can get us out. Because one thing that they can't strip away from a Dragonborn is its breath weapon, which it's acid. So there's that as a means to force our way through at least one door, as a trick, as something within our toolkit at least.
I feel like we should say that for an emergency, like if we're running from somebody, because I feel like if we have the element of surprise or at least some kind of element of blending in, we don't want to leave a gaping acid hole in a door that they could easily be like, oh, clearly these idiots got out. You know what I mean?
I'm just reminding the crew that this exists, so it's something that we need to keep in mind as a one trick pony kind of idea.
No,
Right,
that's solid. Yeah.
Little ace in your pocket kind of deal. I like it. What are you guys thinking? Do we wait for breakfast? I wonder what they're gonna have. Bacon and eggs, you think? How do you like your eggs, Merlin?
Hardtack.
Hard.
Hardtack in
you
the
know
shape
what?
of an egg.
Listen, Merlin's like a simple guy. He just likes sunny side up. Easy.
Sunny side up.
Yeah.
Throw it in the pan. Don't have to touch it once.
Okay, fair. So, do we try to get in and out in an hour before breakfast happens, or do we wait until after breakfast is done, then we have a 3-hour window?
Definitely wait after breakfast. That's such a short amount of time. 1
Yeah, I think
hour.
waiting after breakfast at that point is important.
Just imagine the strength Merlin will have when he gets hardtack for the third time in a row.
Well, I
I will
mean,
be
also,
so angry.
one other thing that I've been thinking about is when the cooks were preparing dinner, it was a lot of noise above, like, outside of the cellar. So if we wanted to make noise, like, say, I don't know, body checking a door with our 2 favorite big boys, then that would probably be the 1 or 2 times a day that we'd be able to make a bit of a din and maybe not cause a huge alarm.
That's fair. And everybody's down here making their own noise. And they only seem, so far, because we haven't had breakfast yet, to put food through the bottom, not checking if we fucked up another lock yet.
Then we would have 1 hour straight up, minus the time it takes us to get out, minus the time that it would take to, I don't know, mend the door, anything like that.
I
You'd have
can't
time
cast
crunch.
mending anymore.
Oh, arcane focus.
Yeah.
So
Urchin
I'm
gone.
down 3 of my 8 spells.
You guys have, it's like an acid breath and a bunch of hardy shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do mine either. That's
Oh, yeah. We
we don't have to worry about damaging your arm.
Yeah,
though.
really.
9 arms amongst you to get this done.
You're just all shoulder there.
oh yeah.
Oh man.
I'm the front of the battering ram. Thanks with
Oh
my
shit!
nub.
Wait.
All right, perfect,
We've
yeah.
all been disarmed. That's amazing.
Oh, no.
Boy.
I'm going to write down a
I'll
second
take
point
another
of
point of stress. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the plan, guys? What are you
So-
doing?
3 hours before, 3 hours after breakfast, or 1 hour pre-breakfast.
3 hours after
I
breakfast.
say we take the hour to break it because we have an hour with noise and we're not waiting. So rather than wait for them to leave, we can try and, bust the lock. But if we break it in any discernible way, I can't repair it anymore.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way for us to break it without magic. Is the only problem. Like, that isn't noticeable. You know what I mean? Like, I feel
Well,
like if we're
that's-
just
yeah.
ramming against it and we pop the lock and then we try to hold it back into place, I think it's pretty obvious that the door's going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to wait, but maybe our best bet might be to give Silash a short rest, get him back to full, and then right after breakfast, bum rush the door.
Well, that's fair.
Take a short rest.
Of course, rest.
You wake
yeah,
up,
so good.
wake up and take a short rest.
Well, I don't know, just Silash. Like, because
No, it's
he
not
has
a bad
8 hit
plan at
points.
all.
Yeah,
Not a bad plan at all.
exactly. 9 hit points. Thank you very much. But yes.
Oh, sorry.
But yes, I would not mind doing a short rest, and then these lads can do what they need to do.
Okay, so
I'll roll my last hit die.
sure. Is that everyone concur?
Yeah, we're eating breakfast while Slash sleeps.
So yeah, an hour goes by while you guys wait for breakfast. Slash bandages himself up as best as he can. You roll
Full
your hit
health.
die. Oh, nice. Good job. Good job. You use up one of your short rests for the day, and sure enough, at the end of the hour, just like clockwork, you can hear the shuffling of a lot of people moving around in the hallways, carts being rolled around, the little food slots in the doors being opened up, food being thrown in.
One thing Lustra would like to do is lay down on the floor, and as they open the slot, is it like open the slot, they toss it and close the slot, or does it say
Yeah.
open?
Yeah, no, they close it afterwards. Yeah.
I want to try and pin it open, even if it's with my own finger, just so I can get an idea of numbers of who is patrolling back and forth.
Oh, I'm getting triggered for pinning doors open.
Okay.
Looster's gonna lose a finger, I think.
Give me a perception.
Okay.
See how well you do.
Oh, but that's a 17 on the die, and so that turns to 21 down to 20.
It is just, from what you can tell, you take a quick peek while the food's being moved into your cell. It's just one dude, one cart. And there's a bunch of like food trays on the cart.
Cool.
There's just one dude. But you can hear like other footsteps and other squeaky carts. So he's not the only person down here, but it seems one man per cart is enough.
Okay. Well, I mean, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of staff here from what I can at least listen to. So there's that going for us.
Now that you've seen that, do you still want to try to keep, like, you can see that while he's putting the food through. Do you still want to try to keep it open?
No, that's all I wanted to know,
You
was
really
just try to
wanted
get
to
an idea
see.
of
Yeah,
numbers
yeah.
of staff. That's all I really wanted.
So we don't have to cut your finger off. We're good.
Great. Yeah, I guess just during the short rest, Tess would try to help change Salash's bandages.
With what? We got nothing. We're down to our skivvies.
With my bra, obvious. I think she would like try to even rip off a piece of wall, see if that's cleaner. Like, just try to help him as much as she can.
Put some good effort into it.
Oh wait, do we still are we not like all gillied up with the white uniforms?
Oh, you absolutely still wearing.
Okay, so we've
You're
been
still
stripped but then covered again.
So you're still wearing your the masks and robes have been
Okay.
left, and you're wearing your underwear underneath.
Have they been laundered?
No.
Okay, just wondering what services we get in this terrible motel.
More than one food cart? That's a big bonus, honestly.
It's 2 stars, this place.
Better than an airplane, right? Like,
So what's the plan now? Breakfast is served. Salash is back at full health after using up short rest. Breakfast gets served up. Eggs sunny side up. is
No
what
way.
Yeah, legit. Not
Well
even
done.
kidding, man.
Wow.
Eggs sunny side up. There's bacon, some dried.
Holy shit.
What kind of fruit does Merlin like?
Mangoes, I think.
Oh, dried
Papaya.
mango.
Yeah,
Papaya.
papaya, sure.
There's a lot of that.
Okay.
That would a great breakfast.
Wow.
Delicious.
Yeah, lifts my spirits up.
Yeah.
I'm ready to break a door now.
Why even leave though, right? If they're going to serve this again tomorrow morning. Imagine how great this will be again tomorrow.
Do we have
Does the bacon
utensils?
have scales on it? Is
Is
it?
the bacon alive?
I don't know.
Are
Real
we
talk.
eating his arm?
Yeah, really. Do we get utensils with this?
What? No.
No?
I'm going to give you a tiny knife to cut up your egg. No.
No.
There's sunny side up eggs.
We don't get a fork?
No.
No, why would you just use your hands?
Just what are you doing over there?
Be a man. Use your hand.
I like
Bloody
to think
hell.
that
How do you
Slash
How do you
threw
eat
his-
breakfast? You eat breakfast with utensils? What?
I just like to think Salash through his like stress haze, binding his wounds. He's like, "What? We don't get utensils for breakfast."
Yeah. The guy with one arm is worrying about a spoon with a spaghetti. Like,
Okay, all right.
Well, no, I was thinking maybe we could use it to help break out. Listen, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's
You know
a
what
good
we
thought.
can use to help
Personality.
break out?
It's a good thought, but it doesn't.
We can
they
have
don't
2
give you.
roided up, bacon-filled beefcakes. Go! I smack both with your asses.
That's the spirit.
Spirit of bacon.
I guess we probably want to wait until the trolleys are fully gone. But that's probably
Yeah, by the
Let's get the
time.
hell out of
Yeah.
here. Eventually.
no
in
no
just a
more
minute.
waiting. I'm pulling a Merlin right now. No waiting, no rest. Let's go.
At about, it probably takes, 15, 20 minutes for breakfast to be served and for carts and people to make their way back out of here. Yeah, at about 9:15-ish, it's kind of back to normal. People eating their breakfast in their cells and waiting for hopeful yard time at noon. Now what?
All right, well, if we're going to smash down this door, I guess we're going to go and do it. One thing I will mention, though, before we smash down the door, and if anything bad goes wrong, because sorry, Slash, but you've really brought down the mood.
Wow.
Is I mentioned how my dad might be somewhere here. His name's Lamon, but just in case, don't really give it out too often, but since this is life or death, and I trust enough of all you now, the bloodline name that I have is Venari, last name. So if you happen to come across any documents with a Venari on there, that they're somehow related to me. Just in case if we don't make it out, or if I don't make it out, I want all you guys to know that, so that you have the best chance of getting out if I don't. So, let's see what happens. And Lustra is gonna shoulder the door.
Talk to me a little bit about that's like something just kind of happened there with Lustra, right? Like, talk to me about the significance of what Lustra just said.
Well, Dragonborns are really stupid proud, and they're all stupid about, their bloodline, and very rarely ask for help. They're very like Dragonborn do Dragonborn things, and it's very rare that a Dragonborn reaches outside of their own culture. And realizing the state that he's in, he's already kind of used to reaching out, considering, well, I don't want to say too much, but it's not the first time he's done something like this, and he realizes that it's kind of life or death. So Lustra realizing, down to his skivvies, stuck in a room, he doesn't see a way out. He needs to make friends. He needs to have trust, and he's willing to trade identity for the trust of others to try, because trading for him, everything is about trading. If he can trade personal secrets about himself or personal ideas about himself to have a group of friends that he can lean on to get out of this domain of dread and to help for his own gains, that's kind of his mentality through this. And beforehand, he thought that there was a chance we could get out of this, but he's not seeing it anymore, and he's throwing everything he can now at this. He has 100% conviction of this is all or nothing.
I like it. I mean, he's very guarded about sharing his family name. Is that right? I mean, obviously, tell everyone your first name because names are important for communication, but the fact that you just told them your last name probably makes Lustra a little uncomfortable. That's not something he does lightly.
No, it's for when it comes to the whole bloodline name for Dragonborn stuff, like that's something you just don't give out. You give that to other Dragonborn and that's it. Like this is something like you just stick to your race, you stick to your own kind. So to kind of give that out is him extending this desperate olive branch of trust to the rest of the group.
I like it.
He's trying to show like it's not a big deal, but thank God he's wearing a mask. Let's put it that way.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you can go ahead and take inspiration and feel free to use it for slamming your shoulder into this door when it sounds like you were about to do.
Yeah, I mean, Tess is pretty perceptive, and if you'll allow me to perceive that being like that, the gravity of what you just did, like she walks up next to you while you're like getting ready to bull rush the door, puts her hand on your forearm and says,
We are all getting out of here. And if you don't, I will find your family, and I will tell them what happened to you.
And she adjusts your posture a little bit, changes the angle of the door,
and says, We'll go together. Use your whole body, like a knife, like a blade. Every bit of weight, right here.
And shows him a small bit of the martial arts she uses to try to give him the aid action to blast through this door.
Okay.
Kung Fu fighting style.
Athletics with advantage.
All right. Oh boy. Thank God for advantage. 7 on one die, but 18 on the other.
Oh, hell yeah. There you
So
go.
that's a 22 minus 1 because of stress, so we're at 21 for the athletics check.
Very, very nice. With a bit of a pop and snap, the door swings right open. You shoulder the shit out that door.
Oh, fuck, that hurts. But yeah, knife. Got it. Shoulder's a knife. Feels like there's a knife in it. Thank you. We're all bound by this now, okay? Just let's see where do we want to go.
Yeah, the door is definitely broken to the point of cannot be hidden. It's very, very broken door now. Very broken door and no mending spell right now.
We have 2.5 hours. Let's get to that room.
Who's going to lead the way?
I will.
All right. I'll follow Tess then. If we're gonna do a little marching order.
Sure. And you mean so you guys are going to go to the cellar and then work your way towards the room at the eyeball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're kind of passing the other cells on the way to the cellar door, you see cell 1 where you were previously has like a little temporarily out of service sign on the door. You get to the cellar door, realize it too is locked. What to do?
My shoulder still hurts. Merlin, you want to give this one a go?
All right, I guess. I'll use my little grasshopper's karate training.
Can we just spend an entire session picking Merlin's brain for...
So good.
That's what we'll do when we have that day to get rid of our stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? I'll use my other shoulder and we ram it together. How does that sound?
I'm okay with that as well. We could do that.
So I'm just kind of flavoring that up as my way of giving the aid action to him.
Yeah, that's fine. So this time Merlin's doing athletics with advantage, it sounds like.
All right.
Don't forget your stress level.
Here, I want to roll 2d20 at once. So somebody lend me.
It
Thank
does
you.
feel better that way, doesn't it?
Feels so much better.
Oh, I love the clickety clacks.
All right.
Oh, thank God for the
Yeah,
advantage.
that was a 13 on our advantage die. Athletics is +5. That makes that an 18. -1, 17.
17,
Math.
final
We got
number. 17, final number.
Bacon-filled buff boys.
You burst through the cellar door with ease. Makes a little bit of noise. You stumble through here. See a bunch of crates, a bunch of food hanging from the ceiling, a bunch of sealed barrels. You can hear immediately the noise upstairs of people like kind of cleaning up in the kitchen after breakfast and doing the dishes, that kind of thing. Sounds like there's quite a few people in the kitchen above you. And yeah, what are you thinking?
I mean, definitely snag something for the road, right? That's
Sure.
That's what I'm thinking.
Looking
Yeah.
for anything in particular?
Dried meat, any? Yeah, a sausage,
A saucis.
saucis.
Give me a perception.
Sure.
The old sausage check.
14. Final.
14. Unfortunately, you don't find the exact flavor of saucis you were looking for. But while you're rummaging around, you absolutely find a crate with all y'all's shit in it.
Oh,
Nice.
only slightly disappointing. All right.
Can't wait for this to be taken again.
Right? It's always a good sign when DM gives you all your stuff back before.
Sure is.
Might
Including
need
the
this,
keys.
guys. Might need this. No, not including the keys. You have everything, but not that set of keys you stole.
Oh, we have magic again.
All right. Well,
Magic from gathering our stuff back. Please don't sue us.
I don't know about you guys, but my AC went down like quite a bit without the chainmail. So having that back is
Yeah.
nice.
Probably takes, it's going to take you guys
gonna
5-10
say.
minutes to get all geared up. But all your stuff was in the cellar.
Okay, very good.
Oh.
Okay, so from here, do we go upstairs or do we have to go upstairs to get to that eye room?
No, it's the door is right next to the door we just burst through.
Cool.
Slash points his one arm towards the one door.
Yeah, it's on the map there. You see.
Okay, yeah.
see
Oh,
it?
yeah, very good.
Yeah.
You point your stub out of just habit, and you're like,
Well,
Switch to the other
it
one.
was the dominant arm, so
That's
yeah.
Well then, what's the status of this door? Locked, unlocked, heavy.
Status of this door. Why don't you give me an investigation?
All right. 12.
12, just flat 12.
So 13 on the die, -1 for stress.
There is, and you saw them on the boat too, so you probably recognize it really. There's no handle, no lock, but there is that ward where there should be a handle, making it so that only undead can easily open this door.
Oh.
Yeah, we did not have an easy time opening up those doors.
All
Well,
right,
you
so
didn't
I
try
think
your
we should-
shoulders though.
We should try to lure a vampire down here.
"You've got your darts back. It's fine. We got this."
All 9 of
You
them.
got 9 darts. Make a bunch of noise. Some chicken noises going.
Lustra, getting his rosary back and getting his oh so important boots back, still has a rip on them. Hey, Lenara, can you fix my boots for a sec?
Oh, that's terrible. Give me 1 minute.
And I will cast mending now that I have my stuff back.
Sure, yeah, you get that done while Merlin's over there strapping all his armor on, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the 10 minutes that it takes to put his heavy armor on. Tess would like to take if there's like a small barrel of something on top of another barrel, she just wants to pick it up, put it on the ground, and open it like as though it had fallen off, just in case someone heard something like us barging through doors, maybe.
Oh, so it'll look like something fell.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I think you can definitely get that done without a check. That's a great idea. I like it.
And when it comes to this door that has the ward on it, do we see the hinges? Does it swing towards us or away, or is it swinging away from us?
Away from you. It's a push door from where you're at.
Okay. All right.
We might be able to just push it as opposed to body checking it then, so that's good.
Yeah. So if that be the case, then I would imagine feeling reinvigorated by having his special boots and his special stuff on him again, is he's going to try and shoulder this door down too.
Okay.
Is the door closed up at the top of the stairs to the entry to the
There is no door at the top of the stairs to the entry of the kitchen.
That's...
I'm going to remind you a little, I'll put you guys on this map just so you remember what you saw.
Right.
This is what you saw on the first floor. So you were led through the door on the west side of the building there into the kitchen. And yeah, there's just an open staircase that leads down into the cellar. But no door separating the cellar and the kitchen. None.
Is there any kind of liquids in any of these containers? Perhaps some kind of oil, grease, maybe?
You can make an investigation.
Alrighty.
How much? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. So what I think I have to ask is how much time do you want to spend looking for oil?
True say. Like I feel like Slash would be doing this while Merlin's getting dressed. So the 10 minutes, I feel would be because basically what Slash is looking to do, he's looking to Home Alone this.
Yeah.
And grease the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the stairs.
Grease the
yeah.
stairs, huh?
Oh.
Well, give me an investigation during that 10 minutes. See if
Yeah.
I thought you were going to grease the hinges, but that's way cooler.
Natural 20. Oh,
Nat 20. Yeah, you find a barrel of cooking oil,
some cooking oil. Great.
some grease.
So Slash goes to reach for it with his non-existent arm, just sort of, grinds his teeth, reaches out with his other arm, and he goes to, does he at least have enough that he could still put it under or put it under his shoulder and
Like shove it in his armpit.
he doesn't really have an armpit anymore,
How
does
many
he?
inches
Not
of stub
really.
are we talking?
We're talking maybe 2-3 inches of stub.
All right, so
That's-
bites down on
Okay.
the cork, and starts drizzling and seasoning
Covering the stairs in cooking oil.
In cooking oil, just
You
in
got
case. He looks back to Lustra and to Merlin getting dressed, and he goes, "We're going into that room. I'm not sure if the next room is where I was taken, but if it is, careful. It would be one of the rooms being watched if there's a table in the middle with straps."
Well, we need our agency back. I want it back now. Let's smash down this fucking door. And Lustra is going to go and shoulder the door.
Hells yeah.
While he's doing that, can I, if they're making a bunch of noise upstairs with plates and stuff like that, can I just throw in a prestidigitation to try and cover that?
Yeah, you sure can. Only because you said it properly. You nailed the pronunciation.
It's been a long week of practice.
Yeah, go for it, for sure.
Okay.
So you do that. You kind of time that right. No issues there.
Let's see what I got.
Going athletics with advantage again. Is someone? I'm assuming someone's helping again.
Yeah, Merlin will lend his skills.
Okay, cool. Not that I don't think I'll need it, but holy
Oh,
crap, it
wow.
was even higher. So that's 23 minus 1, 22.
Hells yeah! You burst through this door. Ward be damned. Ward be damned. There's a bit of a snapping, splintering of wood. And on the other side, you're immediately hit in the face with that metallic smell of chemicals kind of stinging your nostrils, making your eyes water a little bit. It's a fairly brightly lit room. The walls, the floor, the ceiling, all are made of this gleaming metal that reflects the light from this single great lantern that's hanging from the ceiling in the center of the room. There's a dozen metal bunks that are anchored to the floor along the walls. And there's another larger table right in the center of the room, a big wooden table filled with all these saws and sharp knives, a bunch of other instruments that could be used for either surgery or torture, depending on what you need to get done. On these metal bunks lining the walls, however, you see a few bodies. You see 2 bodies lying here. And it doesn't take long for you to realize that both bodies have been completely deboned. There's no bones left inside. They have been deboned and are just these like wet masses. Almost looks like a leather blanket lying on top of these bunks. But you can still see the features like the eye holes and where the nose should be, where the ears are. But based on the way it's lying on this table, or these 2 corpses are lying on these 2 tables, they have both been completely deboned. On the far side of this room...
Oh, there's more.
...is another door, which, according to Erasmus's map, would be where the eye... So there's another door at the back of the room that leads to where the eye was drawn. So what do you do? What do you do? There is one more thing. I'm sorry. There's also like a big medicine cabinet on the back, like the southern wall, like hanging on the wall. There's a big old closed medicine cabinet. This kind of looks like it could be either an infirmary or a torture chamber, one of the 2. Could act as both. What is the plan?
The deboned bodies, are they humans like the other people that are in this facility?
You want to go take a closer look? It is hard to kind of tell from here.
Yeah, Slash is going to follow with increasing rage.
Sure.
Lenara is going to go to the medicine cabinet.
Okay, so medicine cabinet on the far south wall. If you guys don't mind moving your tokens.
I think Lustra will keep lookout on the rear wall by the door that we just came through.
Okay.
And Tess is going to put her ear up against the door leading to the eyeball room.
All right. So where you guys put yourselves on the map, looks like 2 of you kind of checking out one of these corpses. Lustra guarding the door. Tess is going to check the southern door, and Lenara is going for the medicine cabinet. It's all correct?
I would say.
Fantastic. Merlin or Slash, whichever one of you actually wants to do the investigation on this corpse, feel free.
Yep, Slash is going to look, see what could have happened to him if he had to guess.
Oh, also as a point of order, Lustra's going to close the door. Not all the way. He's going to leave it ajar, but he's just going to make it look like, if someone walks down, they glance at it. Well, I don't want them to see a wide open door.
If they walk
sure.
down the steps, they're going to slip.
Yeah, but I'm still going to do that and just leave it ajar.
Oh, wow. That is a lot of hot trash. Investigation, you said? Mm-hmm. -2. That's 5?
That is not enough to discern much information about this corpse. It's also not quite enough for Slash to notice the other corpse closer to Tess just kind of fall off the table with a wet thud onto the floor. Like the skin just kind of all sloughs off the table and just onto the ground. And then it starts to lift itself back up.
Oh, no.
And you can see it looks like this. I'll let you guys describe this as we all roll some initiative.
Oh, no.
I could do without the sound effects.
Oh.
You know what?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's like someone took a trash can, filled it with charcuterie, let it rot in the sun for 3 days, and then sliced it open.
Dude, that's exactly where my mind was going. It looks like a haunted leg of prosciutto. That's what it looks like.
With an awesome dwarf beard.
Oh, great. It has facial hair. We didn't need to know that. Don't
like the
zoom in.
Scream
Don't
mask.
zoom in on it. I hate it.
Closer.
It looks like a giant rotten orange rind. That's
Oh,
it, just in a
God.
human features. That's
Oh,
it.
you can see the filleted fingers.
You sure
I hate
can.
that.
It has been deboned completely.
Oh.
Oh, that's so gross.
Oh, it's that kind of deboned. Not just removed and like sitting there like a flesh mannequin.
The perfect topping for a boneless pizza.
Gross. We're gonna.
This is dinner getting ready to be prepared.
Oh boy, these are gonna be fun. These things, not only are they gross, they're new. They're from Van Richten's guide, and I'm looking forward to using these things. This is gonna be a good old time. Did anyone roll above a 20?
I certainly did. Lustra got a 21.
Okay. Anyone?
Slash got a 20.
15 or higher?
Yeah, Merlin got an 18.
10 or higher?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. I bet mine's worse.
Adam, what'd you get?
I got a 2.
I got a 4.
Oh.
All right.
Go Team Girl Squad.
Go, team, go.
We did it in the last combat. It's on them now.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for my dudes.
You mean dude, right?
No, there's two
No,
of
there's
them.
two of 'em,
Two
yeah.
corpses, two boneless masses of flesh.
Oh, I'm not concerned at all.
Okay, everybody is in initiative. You're in this big old infirmary / torture chamber. There's two piles of boneless flesh attacking, rising up wordlessly. Lustra, you're over there by the door. What do? You're the first to act. You're the first to kind of notice what's up. What do you do?
I'm still gonna keep my body pressed against or close to the door. I'm gonna turn around and fire at with my longbow, the boneless that's just south of me,
Okay.
by Linara.
Sure thing. Let's go for it.
And this is a -1 because of stress too, correct? To
Yeah,
hit?
yeah.
Yep, okay. Ooh, geez. So 8 plus 6 is 14, so 13 to hit?
13 is a hit.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. I actually get to roll a damage die. Oh my god. So that's going to be a total of 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Very nice.
And then I think Lustra is going to... No, Lustra's going to hold his ground. He's just going to stay right there.
Okay, sounds good to me. So you shoot an arrow, do 5 points of damage as your arrow just pierces right through this flesh. There's no bone to stop it, so it just goes through both sides and all the way through.
Yeah.
And that brings it to Slash. You see one of these corpses rising up to get you on this table right next to you. What do you want to do?
Yep, Slash, uncharacteristically, hisses like a snake. I suppose that would be characteristic of him. But you haven't heard him hiss before. But he would hiss. And he would hold out his one good arm. And he would go ahead and cast Poison Spray.
Okay.
Save or suck, DC 13 con save.
Save or suck DC 13.
Stress can't affect this one.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I got a 21.
Oh my god.
So, unfortunately, like your poison just coats the flesh and it just runs right off this leathery creature.
Oh boy. In which case, Slash looks to Merlin and is just like, you are better suited for frontline combat. And he's gonna take 15 feet back. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna take an opportunity attack though.
You certainly are. You certainly are.
Oh, man.
A 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
As you're walking away, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You make your way towards the center of the room. Get out of this thing's range. Anything else from Slash?
you'd obviously groan and once again almost instinctively say, I'm not useless.
Just try to reassure yourself.
Yeah.
Merlin, it's going to come down to you. Same situation Slash was just in. You've got this boneless creature right next to you.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and drape it over my longsword. So
Okay,
giving that a shot.
sure.
A little two-handed swing. Ooh, a 3 on the die.
That's not good.
That'll bring it for a total of 6.
Ouch. Not gonna cut it. Anything else our brave fighter can do?
You're tempting me, and I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use that action surge. Stop! Hey, let me go through with this.
First
Doing it
every
again.
time.
Justin is nodding. He's doing that slow nod like, yes.
Yeah, give me that action surge.
All right, a 9 on the die.
Oh, man.
Oh, still?
That
All right, plus 5, so 14 minus 1 from the stress, 13 to hit.
13 is a hit.
Wow, okay, crazy. All right, well, let's roll that damage.
Hell yeah, action surge paid off.
All right, a 13 slashing damage.
What the fuck? Really?
I'm not joking.
Max
Nice.
damage.
Max damage.
10 on the
Yeah,
die, baby.
10 on the die for a two-handed swing.
Hell yeah.
Very, very nice. Oh, action surge just paid off a lot. Paid off a lot.
I take back my.
Right?
I want to know what it looks like when I hit a boneless with a sword.
Have you ever taken like a cleaver to a filleted fish?
I don't know. I was thinking more like wet paper towel. I just wasn't sure what to
It's probably to bring it right back to the leg of prosciutto. You know, when like something's really, a piece of meat is really, really tight, and you make a little slit in it, and it almost like it opens up more than you expect it to.
Oh, you're like tauntaunting it?
Yeah, like tauntauns a little bit. Tauntauns a bit.
Yeah.
hate it.
Hey, maybe we can wear it later.
Hey,
Why are we
hey.
wearing people this
Right?
campaign?
Oh
Slash is already
man.
wearing snake people, apparently.
Anything else Merlin can do?
No, that's it for Merlin. He's gonna stand his ground.
All right. Well, that's going to bring it to the boneless right next to you. So you know what? Let's see if you can wear it. Let's find out.
Okay.
Let's find out. It's going to swing at you with this boneless arm. There's a big pile of flesh, like wet slapping you. 11 to hit Merlin.
That is a miss.
Ooh, it's going to try again.
Okay.
23 to hit Merlin with that one.
That's a hit.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that's quite a bit from
It
something
is.
just wet and flat.
5 points of bludgeoning damage, and that is going to bring it to Tess.
Oh, okay. Tess is going to immediately whip around from the door, see the boneless with an arrow sticking out of it, gonna stick a spear right through the other way. Two-handed, just charge that the boneless closest to me.
Okay, I think now is that the one that loosed her shot? He shot
Correct,
the one way
correct.
in the south. Oh, okay, that was my misunderstanding. All right, go for it.
Cool. 7.
7 to hit.
7 to hit.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
All right, I'll take a bonus action to just try to, like, sweep the leg and kick it as well.
Okay,
Unarmed
go for
strike.
it.
Okay, 16 to hit.
16's a hit.
All right. Ooh, 7 damage.
7 points of damage to the one in the south that already took an arrow. Hell yeah, very nice.
All right, and yeah, that's gonna be it.
That's it for Tess?
That's it for Tess. Actually, I'm gonna step 1 over to my left, so I'm directly between Linara and the boneless.
Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing. Next up is my boneless. My other boneless, the one that you just tried to mess up a little bit, and it is coming for Tess.
I'm not worried. I definitely don't go down first round of every combat.
Right, this is... You're going to make it to round 2
Now that's
without any
Salash's
help
job.
this time. Well, yeah, the first one is definitely a miss, I think. It's 8 to hit. That's a
Hell
miss,
yeah.
right? It's going to try again, though. 16 to hit.
Come on.
It's the number in front of me. I don't know what it's the number. Is that a hit? I'm
That's
assuming.
a hit.
Assuming from your anger. Got a 1 on my damage die, so not so bad. 4 points of damage. 4 points of slam damage. She's got a... Corpse has a +3.
Oh, great.
4 points of damage as it slaps you with its wet, boneless hand. It feels like, when someone... It's almost like being challenged to a duel in the good old days, where like they take a leather glove and slap you with it. It's like that.
With their wet, meaty
And just
glove.
challenge.
Can I use my reaction to just go like,
Yeah, I'll take your reaction, sure.
I would like to take it back.
You
Nope.
sure?
I end my turn, and I hope it does too.
Oh boy, it does end its turn, and we're down to Lenara. What would you like to do, Lenara?
Yeah, finish out this combat round. Lenara's going to run to this opposite wall here to give herself some space and a clear shot. And she's concerned about this delicious deli meat being in the danger zone. So she's going to cool it off with a ray of frost. And she's going to miss horribly with a 2 on the die.
Oh, wasn't it
That
that
was
one though?
close.
Wasn't
That
it
was
that
close.
Yeah,
I kind of
it was
want to
right
get
there.
a one though. I want to go and hit.
Ready?
Don't say those things.
I've got them ready to go. I've got my
Oh
box,
God,
my
I guess whose turn
container.
it is.
Screw that dice. That's it. Just hang out here.
Nothing else from Lenara?
Nothing.
All right, that's going to bring us back to the top of the turn order with Lustra. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot the boneless next to Tess.
The one next to Tess again. Okay.
On one. I want a one. I want to get into that fumble table.
Why are you
why?
doing this?
Why? Careful.
Yes, I got a 1.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He summons these things.
What the hell, man?
Why would you? Okay.
Are you just trying
Okay.
to take away his fun?
Yeah, wait,
Like,
quote past David, ask and you shall receive.
Did you really just like channel a 1 over
Yeah,
there?
I
What
did.
the fuck?
I think he was trying to do like reverse psychology on the dice.
We're gonna die.
He's been practicing that at home, I think.
yes, one.
What the hell? It's really
Bombing
weird.
dice, but only shitty.
Just like very nonchalantly declare, you're like fucking Babe Ruth, just pointing out,
Calling my shots. I'm getting
this
a
is gonna
one,
be a
boy.
Can
one.
you just tell me that I'm gonna roll 20s all the time? David, are you playing a wizard?
Well, here's the thing. I rolled a 20 for initiative, so I think this is karmically this is the
Oh man, I hope
the
this,
balance.
I hope this is
David.
bad.
Alrighty,
I hope
let's see
this
it.
is bad.
Oh man,
Oh.
this could be bad.
Is this the one where I get shot in the head?
Here, hold on a sec. I accidentally pulled 2. All right, so. I meant to do that. You attempt to hit your target, but instead embed your weapon into the ground. You must use an action to retrieve your weapon. If it's ranged, you attempt to hit your target, but instead succeed in hitting your own foot. Take normal damage.
Hells
So
Hells
I rolled damage at the same time, and it was 3 on the die, but +2. So I took 5 damage because I shot my own foot.
You shot yourself in the foot and
Literally.
take 5 points of damage.
I just fixed that boot.
Oh man, yeah, that's in your boot too.
Shoot your own boots. Oh, your little booties get all shot up. Oh, I love Fumble so much. Oh man, that was such a good round. Do you want to do anything else? Do you have a multi-attack yet?
No, not yet.
Rangers get action surge, right?
No. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna go and for flavor, like just pull out the arrow. Oh well, I suppose I can't do that. It's an action, so no.
I'll give you your object interaction to
Object
rip it out
interaction.
of your foot.
I'm gonna reave it out of my foot and re-knock the arrow and wait for my next turn.
Gonna try it with the bloody arrow?
I can't
hell
believe you just nonchalantly called a fumble. That was fucking great. There's like no change of expression. Poker face the shit out of it. And that was fucking. That was great. Slash, what would you like to do?
Slash, looking over puzzled at Lustra, is gonna again turn to this other boneless, get within 10 feet of it, and once again cast poison spray.
Poison spray. Going. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
So that's a con save,
Con
DC
save,
13.
Sorry.
And you can't fumble on your attack, Slash.
Yeah, I know. I also can't get a -2 either.
17 on my con save. 17.
These things are good at saving on con, so
They
nothing.
certainly are.
So he's going to, again, take a step back, so he's 15 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's going to be about it for dear old Slash.
All right. Merlin, what do you got?
All right, Merlin usually has bad luck, so it feels like now karma's kind of might be working against him. But we're gonna try anyway. With another 2-handed swing.
Hell yeah, come on.
All right, 8 on the die. That makes it a 12 to hit.
12 is a hit.
Oh, come on, rinse this thing.
All right, okay, here we go. Any predictions there, David?
1. No, it was a 4 on the die.
4 on the die. That's 7 slashing damage.
7 points of slashing damage. Hell yeah, man.
I guess my predictions only work to hit, not on the damage die.
Oh,
Only
man.
when they have comedic timing.
That was a great. I love that. What a great Lustra turn that was. Pretty nice Merlin turn there too, though. Merlin is chopping away at this thing, making quick work of it. Is there anything else you can do this round?
No, man, just get out that charcuterie board.
All right,
start prepping.
keep it the leg of prosciutto.
Yeah.
That means it's my leg of prosciutto's turn. It's its turn, and guess what it's going to do? It's going to try to hit Merlin.
Do your worst.
That's going to be a 7 to hit on the first one. That's not going to do it, I'm guessing.
No, sir.
14 to hit.
Oh, no, sir.
No! Oh, my prosciutto. Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Both the meat and the DM are salty.
Tess, what do you want to do? It's cool if you just want to skip your turn, though.
Oh, you know what? I'm
Nutmeg,
just going to
let's go.
stand in awe of the literally shooting ourselves in the foot.
It was pretty impressive. What would Tess like to do? What do you do?
Tess would like to stab the fuck out of this
Hells
guy.
yeah.
Ooh, 19 to hit.
19, very much a hit.
Hell yeah. And 8 piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage to the one down south here.
Yep.
Okay.
Just hook my spear in, bring its dumb baggy face in for a punch.
Hells yeah.
Another 19.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. You and me, Merlin. You and me. For 6 damage.
6 points of damage. You bring down that corpse. It just collapses like a wet blanket hitting the floor.
Ew. Gross. No, thank you.
It stops moving. Anything else Tess would like to do?
Tess would like to move as far away from it as she can, but that turns out to be right next to the other bag. She's gonna stand right by Merlin. She's like, "We're gonna take this thing out. You got this." And end her turn there,
Okay.
right beside Merlin.
Hells yeah. That is going to bring it to Lenara. One of these boneless left in the room. What would you like to do?
There's a fair bit of bodies there, so I'm sure it might get some cover. But I'm going to try and not roll a 1 and freeze one of my teammates.
Okay.
Why are you summoning these?
Nat 20, come on,
David?
Nat 20.
16 on the die for a 20 natural. Or a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a hit.
Dirty 20 for, 2 cold damage. But now it can move 10 less feet.
Okay.
Should have threw a dagger.
That's it. Yeah, whatever, man.
2 points of cold damage is going to bring it back to the top of the turn order. Lustra, want to shoot yourself? I'm okay with it if you do. We don't even have to roll if you just want to do it again. That's okay.
No, I just wanted to pull out the fumble table. Okay, that novelty is done.
I appreciate it.
So yeah,
appreciate it.
I'm not gonna roll that now. I'll roll damage at the same time and hope it hits.
It had been a few
Oh,
episodes.
how about that? So 22, so 21 to hit.
21 is very much a hit.
So that's 9 piercing damage.
Hells yeah, you take out the other one. And both of my boneless collapse to the floor in heaps of flesh. You guys manage to get out of initiative. And I think in the few moments afterwards, we can go ahead and take care of the checks that you guys were kind of fishing for before combat started. So Tess, if you want to give me perception on the door, and Lenara, you don't really need a check to open a medicine cabinet if you still want to go that route.
I do.
Ooh, almost a 2, but 22.
22 is enough that you're confident there's no noise on the other side of the door. There's no sound whatsoever. You also notice the door itself there's a seam, almost like like the like there's a
Like a seal?
a seal,
A gasket is the
a
word
gasket.
you're looking for.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Like a fridge gasket almost door. It is very well, like, completely sealed. In the meantime, Lenara, if you want to open that medicine cabinet, roll me a D6.
6.
You lucky motherfucker. You lucky motherfucker. You find 2 vials of what you're not sure what they are, but you also find 6 potions of healing.
Oh my god.
This is why I called the fumble, okay? We got that instead. I traded the fumble for that.
Man, oh man. I can't believe you got all 6. Good on you. 6 potions of healing, couple vials of something you're not sure what it is quite yet. I'm sure it wouldn't take much of a check if you put some time into it, but unfortunately, you hear some footsteps coming down the stairs. Let me roll a quick D20 to see if they come down the stairs casually or in a grease-covered tumble.
Oh, please.
There it is. Zit. Boom. It is a nat 20. So somebody comes down very, very carefully and slowly down the stairs. And I guess we'll find out who it is next week.
Man, I should have left a paint can
Where's
on
that
a string.
slip? That's it.
On a string,
one of the barrels? Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
The iron, the clothes iron.
There you
It's
go, there
a
you go.
great- what a great movie.
Now that we're done, I'm going to go get a charcuterie, guys. See ya.
Yeah. Break out the pancetta.